Hi guys, Gaming Bear here. Right, at the end of the last episode we'd tied up some of the units down here. I was looking to work on some of the special new units that we've got, the Mark III and the Mark III artillery. I've just created a unit to work with that, and I'm going to convert the standard light Panzer unit into the special unit I've just created. So you can see here we've just got Panzer 1 and 2s and Vespa artillery. So not very many artillery with that, but there soon will be. So click on the unit you want it to be transferred to, and it tells you the changes that are going to happen when you do that. It's really, really useful. So you just click on the arrows and it gives you a whole host of different ones to a whole different host of different units you can transfer this one to. So it's always better to look through to know what the template is that you want before you do this, but then there's always this template change to help you and guide you as well. So we'll click on that, go for that, improve it, and you can see that it's going to give us medium self-propelled and medium tanks into this one single unit. And so it'll be a mixture of infantry divisions. So we click through. Oh no, I've accidentally done all of them. Oh no. So this one is an SS. Oh goodness, I'm just going to reorganise this. Bear with me a second. Oops, I thought I'd... Yes, anyway. Right, by mucking that up, I've lost a whole load of experience that they had, but I've put them back to what I actually had in there. So yeah, don't do what I just did. But we all make mistakes, so yeah, I've got a bit of flu going on. I'm not thinking too straight. At times it's 4:20 in the morning. I'm tired out, but I want to get this done. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself, and it's so nice to be doing this. I must have done, I don't know, 6,000 hours or something on this game. Somewhere between 5 and 6,000 hours. Not today, but over time, over the past few years, and the different versions. So yeah, let's get back to where we were. So what I'm going to do is try and split up the unit. We've got this one unit coming through, and I want to get them skirting through, pushing in, forming a bit of a line, securing ports and things like that on the way, coming in and down through this location, taking the likes of Moscow. I don't want there to be a revolution. I want to just get in there, start capturing things, and so I'm going to split up some of these forces, push around, encircle these guys, capture Minsk and places like that. So I'm just going to pause, set that up in the background, and then we'll set it running, so bear with me. Okay, so I've organised things into a couple of different units, and I've got two Iron Fists units. One's going this way around near Minsk, the second one is coming around this way near Kiev and encircling the units here. So that's the plan. The second section is the front line, working its way right the way through, and then following up, pushing all the way through the country, and coming up to this area here near Odessa. Then we have the rear echelon guys, which are set up to just push in this direction and push in here to encircle that whole section. Now the way I've got it set up is the Iron Fist unit get the reinforcement priority. Then we get the frontline armies are medium priority, and the rear echelon guys down here, they're not going to be facing a lot. It's a big army, but it's not a very effective army, so they're getting the least in the way of resources to try and maximise what's going through. So that's how it's organised. So what you do is click on the settings, rename it how you want, and then just click whichever one you want, and it sets the priority for all of the units under this tab. It's very, very useful, and you can just set up multiple tabs very neatly for however you want them. So let's speed this up a bit. That's it, working our way through. I've just reorganised some of the air power on its way through, so let's have a re-look at the air power. That's it, we've now got complete control over everything, and I want to make sure that nothing else is coming through these straits that could be an issue. And let's double check how we're looking. That's it, 91%. I like the look of that. We're still losing planes. They've got, oh, at least we're taking some down. We're doing damage. We've got our trip. Are they pushing through there? I need to sort that out, little badgers. Mind you, if the more they push, the more chance I've got of encircling them. Don't they realise that yet? The more they push in, the more of a salient they create for themselves. Oh dear, when will they ever learn? Shucks. So let's have a look. How's this looking? Numbers-wise, 20%. We'll have them soon enough. And let's check the front line. How's that looking? 20%. We'll wait for them to get into position. These units, 10% risky and 20% risky. Let's go with the 20%. 20% seems good enough for me at this stage. So, additional slot. Let's have a look at the Wunderwaffe. Heisenberg. Oh yes. Nothing about certain illicit substances. So yes, if you've watched that program, you know what I'm talking about. Let's have a look. So that's that out of the way. We've got the Anschluss. Let's demand the Sudetenland and start getting things organised. I'm thinking by the time we start get that into place, we'll be in a position to go, you know, it's something we actually really want. Give us that area. Thank you very much. So, working our way down. Now, we're in nice situations better to set up the Stug's very, very neat units. Very good armour piercing. 88 mm armour piercing already. If we get those out, and there were some of the most numerous tanks or tank destroyers in the on the German side during World War II. Very, very effective. Incredibly effective. Let's have a look at the doctrines. Those are looking good. We'll have a look. Oops. Have a look at some of those another time. Now, planes. 1940. These are coming through. Those are looking good. That's updated. Aha, yes. Dive bombing. Let's call in some of those. Update the dive bomb situation, and we'll roll this on and get it moving into position. France has joined the Allies. Oh, that's nice for them. Good old France, you know, it's got to have some fun. And let's check out the second unit. How's that looking now? 60%. Okay, let's kick that off. So we've got both of those units forcing their way through. At the same time, let's get this rear unit. What's this looking like? 20% risky. I don't see the point of risking it. We've done 2.2 million damage just for 400,000. I don't need to. Why risk casualties when you've got a chance of a 60%? So we'll keep this rocking and rolling. I've got 199 points there, so we're waiting for 250, and then we can start getting it all organised. And then I want to start. Now we've just recaptured the airfield. It'll be time to move some planes up. Let's grab them and move them up to here. Put them in. That's looking good, looking good. They've got some fighters. I think we need to get some fighters nearby. Just pause for a second. Let's grab those guys, get them up to attack there. I'm not going to bomb the country and the infrastructure. I'm going to just go in with close air support, anti-tank type situation. Let's split that unit into two. Let's get him on board over there and attacking in. That's it. Give us air superiority. Neat. They've moved a few in, but we've still got to 90. Oh, there we go. They have no chance whatsoever, which is good. You know, you plan things so your troops don't have to suffer. Let's check how this is looking. These guys, let's see, 20% still risky. Let's wait for them to get into position and get it all sorted. These guys are pushing through very nicely. I'm liking the way that's looking. And there we go. Let's have a look. 70%. let's go. Go, go, go. And that's going to clear this salient, take those guys out, and then it'll free up these units to come and join my front line, which will be very, very useful. And yeah, all looking really, really good. So speed this up a little bit more as we're coming through. That's it. That's the salient gone. They've been overrun. Huge numbers gone. Let's look at the numbers. 2.6. So that was 200,000 men we just took in that one single salient for basically no loss, which is nice. So let's grab these guys. And so they were the rear echelon. And I'm going to get those guys pushing in. Let's get them along this border as the rest of it's in hand. So from there I'll get them pushing down, capturing the port, pushing through, taking Sevastopol into the Crimean area, taking these areas and meeting up with the other front line, and then deciding where to go. So we've sealed this over right the way through, and then that'll give us the whole of this front, and depends what we face, what happens as we work our way forward. So that's looking really, really good. These guys, let's select those, and I want to reorganize the front line a bit. That to there. The other units, how wide is that front line? That's a bit too wide, but they're still doing their job, so I'll let them carry on for now. They're being encircled, but I want to be able to get some of these guys pushing through. Oh, we don't have these supplies, so yeah, we need to wait a little bit to allow us to start encircling them. And these units, let's start moving some of these air units up. Get them up to there, into Belarus. Let's check the numbers, get them in there and in. That's all looking pretty good. Okay, we'll leave that rock and roll. Check the air situation. Always keep checking in case you need to move units around. That's better. 93%. I'm liking the look of that. Very, very nice. And 250 points. So let's modify the government. Let's see where we are. So 250 points. Is it that one? Bear me a second. There we go. So mobile, no. Close support. I was thinking air. Air would be useful. Naval experience. I want to get some good experience on my ships, because if we're going up against America later, that would be very useful. So trade interdiction, yeah, let's go with him. Start building up some naval points, because we can more easily gain the air power details, but at the moment it's the naval side that we need. So we'll keep this rocking and rolling. What just happened then? Have we lost superiority back at home? We got nothing there, but no one's attacking, so that's a good thing. So that's pushing through nicely. They're doing their job. Improved. That's nice. Get that underway. And for changing, I would like to be able to change things more easily. Now, construction of excavation. Let's look at the trade side. We're trading for a few materials, and we need even more. So, trade-wise, that would be useful. New research. Now, let's follow through. What are we lacking? Now, support equipment. We've got these weapons coming on, which would be good. The support is an additional 5% on the defensive. Very useful with the sort of strategy I go for. Thrusting through, defensive units hold the line, and just bounce the enemy and force the enemy just to crash against your forces. It's really, really nice to just... The enemy don't like it, but it just works. So, following through, I'm looking forward to getting the Tiger and the Panzer IV. I'm actually more into the Panzer IV. If you see the production cost, 13 per unit. The Tiger, 27. It's more than twice the unit cost. So it's... Yeah, I know the Panzer IV, I like having a lot more of them, then moving up to the Panther, and then later the E50. The Tiger, that's one of the things I've done in this line, is to go for the gross tractors so I can then change them in time to the Tiger line and start producing Tigers for you guys. So yes, I don't normally do it, but I wanted to do it for you. So let's see what we can do. Heavy fighters, that will come in time. Let's double check where we are. 38 decimetric radar would be useful. Double check all these. Yeah, let's go with the excavation. Sort out some of the additional materials which will allow us to bump up the numbers and get more fighters. I love seeing all this green because it means it's going really, really well. Let's push them in through there and to encircle Villeneuve. So is that Russian for Vilnius or something? I'm not sure. So let's sit. There we go. We've split them in half. Very nice. Very, very nice. And we just need to hold these guys. So you guys, let's get you into that section, holding this area. And with you guys in as well, stopping them from breaking out. Let's join them into that section. And we'll prevent them from getting out. Let's double check the lines are looking good. So that's it. Just break the enemy into small sections. Deal with them one area at a time. Work your way through. Keep it rocking and rolling. That's all looking good. And we just keep the numbers going. Now, what have we found? This is one reason why I wanted it to carry on with... See, the planes still going through. They're trying to do a bit of a number on our ships. So let's get rid of that. And we'll check the... Always look out for things like that. In case someone's doing something sneaky against your ships that you don't really want to. So let's just send them all into repair. And the same with... the other unit. So subs, not a lot of damage, but let's just get them all repaired. We'll bring them back out later. I've still got planes covering the area, so if they spot something. Kiev has gone. Nicely done, boys. Improved equipment, very nice. Soft attack and good upgrades. I like that side of things. So we'll go for the upgraded equipment in the background. Looking nice. They're held in place. And our units are going to be bombing them in the background as well. Sucks to be you. So we just keep this rocking and rolling. Keep an eye on what's happening. And just let it all just flow past. As we just take on their army, 4th International. Because if I can do enough damage to their army, capture things on the way through, force them to capitulate without even taking all of the areas, it'll be a nice bonus. Like Sun Tzu said, to win without fighting is I think something like the superior talent, or something along those lines was the translation of Sun Tzu's words. Not exactly correctly translated, but hey, it is what it is. So we get that sorted. Great. Free docks. Now we'll look at the ships, see how we're looking. Light cruisers, very useful. So we'll get some more of those. Get that fully equipped. And let's look at the overall numbers now. I haven't really looked at the Navy because it's been semi-secondary situation. Now, we're short of destroyers, very short of destroyers. So we're going to need at least 10. So we've got light cruisers coming in covering, but we're going to need a lot more in the way of subs and destroyer escorts. So we're going to have to start bumping that up to give us the protection. So yeah, well, let's have a look. So production, light cruisers, one of those. Then we're going to go for destroyers, 300 points, level 2. Let's see. Now, what you want, engine-wise, you want to be fast to be able to evade what's coming in at you. So the faster you've got, the better. Increase the range, increase the speed, and allow you to get in. So we'll go with that, and we'll bump that up as the 1934 version. Boom, get that sorted, and let's go for 10 of those. And allocate them to the Kriegsmarine. Sorted. So this will finish. Hop on, and we'll start getting some destroyers in, which can help find any subs which are causing us problems. Munich Conference. What have we got? Oh, Czechoslovakia. Okay, yeah, we'll sort that out. Demand the Sudetenland. We can do that. World tension goes up. Shucks. Oh dear, what a pity. Never mind. Let's go for the first V. Oh no, what? How do we? Fully independent. They're not a puppet. It's not a puppet. Okay, we'll get back to that later. So for now, I'm going to go for naval rearmament in a moment. Let's see what we can find. So yeah, let's go for naval rearmament while those are working out in the background. Give us some more navy, start building up the international side, the trade. Sudeten crisis, that's what I've been waiting for. Get that out of the way. What's happening here? Double check. Yeah, we need to be able to take out their fighters. So we've got 50 fighters. Let's send them in to assist in the Baltic to make sure that they don't start shooting down our planes, because that would be bad, you know. So yeah, don't really want that to happen. And let's get these guys working your way through from there down to there, and these other units. I need to split these into a separate section. You. Select all, new commander, and let's get dear old Irvin. Let's get Erwin Rommel. Let's get that sorted down to there, and then push in and secure that side. So it's being attacked from both sides with two different armies. So we don't have to attack across water. So it's an easier victory for both of the groups. Let's have a look. What have we got? Available war goal. Who wants to? Let's have a look. Oh right, yes, we can declare war. Shucks. How long have I got? What's the date? What's the deadline? Oh, pause. Oh no. There's a revolt. No. That probably means I've got to fight both factions. Ah, shucks. I'm gonna have to declare war on them. Justify, conquer, yes. So we'll get that out the way. Declare war on them, so we can take both sections. We're gonna have to fight both again. It's gonna slow things down. Bit of a pity, and we'll see what we can do. So military factories, that's those out the way. Let's look at the numbers. What are we short of? The numbers are getting better. Still bad, but improving. All going the right way. More infantry equipment, I would say. Support equipment? Yes. So, production, support equipment. Work our way down. So 2 units of weapons. They're coming on, and they will increase the situation. Now, have we got any new weapons? Not yet. We will do. So let's bump those in. Get that up to the top, and then we can always upgrade them. And by moving them around, you can then change the significance and the order, how they gain the resources in the background to be used. And in the next patch, it's going to be changing this in a very neat way, so you can reorganize things very much more easily. So I'm really looking forward to that. Now, what we need more tungsten, so let's have a look at the trade side. Tungsten. Oh, we're producing more oil. Let's ditch some of that to get some factories back. Nice. Tungsten, and then we can swap the factories. Oh, that's interesting. Something's gone wrong with the Sweden side. Very interesting. So let's bump that up, see what happens. Yeah, very, very tricky. In the UK, let's put that down by 1. So we gain a factory. Just all that balancing in the background to give you the number of factories you've got, and while at the same time we're maintaining a war footing to keep the manufacturing going, bring in more factories. I'm gonna build these areas, these fortifications, just in case, to be able to hold certain areas as a fallback zone, just in case. I don't expect it. I was building them anyway, and it's nice to have fallback lines in certain areas to make defending, if you need to, more easy to do. So yeah, we'll get in. So we can have a couple of battles to do, and we need to sort out Czechoslovakia as well. So, you know, take Russia, then flip it and take Czechoslovakia. Shucks. Okay, so we'll see what we can do. Let's get this all organised. Let's check the numbers. 70%. Yep, in you go. You guys, check the numbers. 70. Yep, you go in as well. That's it. That'll sort out that salient. Should be an overrun. That's it. Overrun. Let's look at the numbers. So they have... they're down to 454,000. The other half of the army is in this other force. They want a non-aggression. Yeah, no wonder they want a non-aggression. Sorry, no, thank you very much. We want your land. It's ours. We fought hard for it. And sorry, buddy. Look at that. They want all the ports. They want everything down here. We need to cut them off. Oh, come on. It just doesn't make it easy, does it? So what I'm going to do is start pushing through, encircle Moscow, take these, but then I'm going to have to probably do battle against Russia. So against the this Russia based in Stalingrad. So let's have a look at how long it's going to take for the war goal. Let's see, justification, October 38 a month, not too bad. So, do I fight them both at the same time? Preferably not, but if I can push up, capture Moscow, see what I can do, then flip it, get Moscow, Leningrad, push through, take what I can, and, well, keep it rocking and rolling. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. And I'll organise that in the next exciting episode, so thank you so much for watching, and see you very, very soon. Cheers, guys. Bye.